So hi everyone, my name is Martha America Cavalida Silva. Welcome to my channel. So before we start, please like this video. And so a while ago, I watched the whole video about the 1956 high school exchange students in USA debate on prejudice. Among the participants of the discussion included Yuriko Konishi of Japan, Ratnati Iskandar Dinata of Indonesia, Judith Rader of the United Kingdom, and Raul Contreras of the Philippines. So, these brilliant teens in the 50s discussed the different issues surrounding prejudice, discrimination in an insightful high school exchange student debate in 1956. So, now for this video, I'm going to do a reflection on each of the participants' statements on the topic they were discussing and to share my opinions on the topic. So, let's start. So, one common issues that our society face is prejudice, being hated by several people according to our cultures, beliefs, skin color, and etc., which they think that we are truly different from what they have or who they are. For Indonesia has defined prejudice as a feeling of hate. Her speech about prejudice is truly amazing. She even gave an example about her experience about prejudice, on how she fought segregation and of Negros in America. She thought that America is the most democratic country in the world, and her audacity to fight or defend Asian countries that we aren't lazy, but we are just not given the chance to be educated. So in my opinion, Indonesia was right with her statements about prejudice, especially when it comes to skin color. So I noticed also that the debate was circling about skin color. Her speech ended pretty good, and I believe that whenever or whoever person would hear or watch the video, it would help the person to change his or her perspective about prejudice. So for Japan, on how she positively answered the questions and how open-minded she was on what Philippines has talked about Japanese. She defined also that prejudice is like black color versus white color, not white to white. Her response to each question for me is somewhat strong and professional. She also showed her country's experience prejudice to Korean people and them costume. So, in my opinion about Japan statements during the debate, I feel sad about their costume in Japan because they often experience prejudice from older people. But her speech during that debate lightened up my knowledge about prejudice. So for Philippines, as well all know, our country has faced several prejudice, especially from foreign countries and especially during the time of foreign colonization. So we experience brutality, slavery, and we are being forced to do something that against our will. Philippines, one of my favorite contestants on that debate. Philippines has also responded to prejudice professionally. For him, prejudice is not only about skin color, but a basis of race, traits, and economic status. He was humbled about his speech all over the debate session and give or respond his views professionally about the said issue that for new truly ended nice and overwhelming. So, in my opinion, his opinion was life-changing and can also change viewers' perspective about prejudice, and that prejudice bring no good to anyone, especially if we talk about skin colors. We should receive a treated equally because we are human and we are still unique. So for the United Kingdom, prejudice in foreign countries is very common. It always happens in any places, and mostly the people who experience this are those black-skinned American. On Miss United Kingdom speech, my perspective about prejudice in foreign countries has changed, especially when she herself experienced that such thing. White skin experience prejudice also, especially if you were new to that place. But despite all of this, she had argued with the candidate Indonesia and Philippines about the issue when she said that Asians are lazy. So in my opinion, on that United Kingdom speech about the issue, they debating it ended well, and my perception about prejudice in foreign countries has changed, and I realized that prejudice can happen to anyone. No matter who you are, your skin color or race prejudice is always there. At present, racial discrimination, prejudice, and violence against the Asian community and other minority groups have been brewing in some parts of the world at the height of the pandemic. Perhaps this video of teens discussing prejudice from 65 years ago can help us to be mindful of our own prejudice, their long-term effects on other people, and spread awareness to eradicate ongoing hate crimes that are prejudiced towards one's race. Therefore, I conclude prejudice should be stopped because it could affect someone's dignity and his or her confidence of who and what he or she is. We must spread love and acceptance despite all our differences because all of us are unique and that uniqueness made who we are. So, you can watch the whole video on YouTube and see the insightful debate for yourself. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoy and you learned something. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a nice day. Bye.
Thanks for watching.